Yay! Hi guys, Carrie here, Hot Mesh Mom. I moved my office around. I've been so busy in such a short amount of time, and I'm so excited. So let me pull up my page. I'm excited. It feels better in here. I've been vacuuming. If you didn't see my reel, we have a little guest, a lizard, little gecko guy. He was in the corner. Now he's over in this corner. Let me see. Yep, he's still in the corner. He's only like this big. Well, his body's like that. His tail's like that. He is cute. Okay. Let me pull up the comments. I am so excited about this one. Look, this is the one that I showed yesterday. If you didn't watch the live, Richard cut this, brought it right in. It wasn't even listed when I did the video yesterday. But we got it listed last night. I just took black spray paint and just went. Richard absolutely hates the way that I spray. I don't care. So figure if you're at home, right? You don't have a shop like we do. I just grabbed black spray paint. You know I love Rust-Oleum 2X because I don't use gloss, because it has the primer and paint, and I just painted this black. You can see it's messy right here. I don't care. You're not going to see that part. If you want to paint the whole thing, if you want to hand paint it, you can do that, but this is what I'm going to do today. Hi, Linda. And here's the other one that I showed. This one I painted black, the same thing. You see I just went around here. So I just had this idea and I just ran with it, okay? So I'm gonna be working on the corner rail today, but we are gonna talk about paint, party, and wreath making, okay? We have this project, something got on the back. We have this project, Shelly Anderson from Wanderlust Paint Tribe designed this, and you're gonna learn how to paint and decorate in one party. So let me get my tape put together here. I'm gonna set this over here. First of all, you need to see my sign. Can you see it? So if you need to take a snapshot, right there. If you've never seen this before, I've had this hanging around. It's an old cabinet door I got from like Habitat for Humanity, and it's dirty too. All I did was put some vinyl on it and our sticker, and it says, "Your husband called and said to buy whatever you want." Okay, there. It could be wife, husband, spouse. Just, I thought it was funny. Husband applies to me, so your husband called and said to buy whatever you want. Okay, so I'm gonna put this back here, so if you have any questions, let me know. That's what I'm gonna talk about. Thank you, Linda. Hi, Connie. Linda, you have got to, I cannot wait to see what you say when you open your box. We shipped it yesterday. Hi, Jen. Okay, let me get this zoomed in here. I put the camera in a way that you would still be able to see me and hopefully the top. Oh yeah, that's a good view. Okay. So actually my tripod is actually elevated on top of my stool, and then the camera's angled down. Because we still have I have a mount that goes on the wall. We still have to get that figured out. It doesn't fit my camera, so I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Okay, tubing. I'm gonna put that over here. I went into my stash, and you'll see all the mesh that I have here is something that I already have in my stash. So we're just gonna use leftovers here. I went and pulled orange, purple. I have this orange and black. This is the 21-inch mesh. I do a poof along here. This is a 16-inch rail, I think. I had Richard cut a 16-inch. I don't remember what's listed in the store. Let me see. We have 12, 16, and 20, and this is the 16-inch, okay? Now, let me put a link in here. Richard is very generous. I love my husband, but he just does what he's told. He is such a good man. He helps make sure the shop runs smoothly, and we say, we need this cut, we need this, we need this, we need this, and then he just makes it happen for us. So here's the spider rail. Okay. And then let me grab the, it's brushes to bows, if I can spell right. There we go. September class, I'm going to put that in there too. He's such a good man. I'm very lucky. My link disappeared. I don't know what happened. Anyways, okay, so let me get this going here. I have the glue gun plugged in, and I have all, you see all this stuff right here. I just started grabbing, I don't know if I'm gonna use it or not, but we'll see. Okay. This holds 21 inches, so we're gonna move this over here. I'm going to put this over here. Now, ribbon, I pulled out black and white. I have stripes and harlequin. Let's see what else I got. We have some of this. I pulled that out because that's Halloween. This, Halloween as well. Purple, orange, black, and white. Okay. And then, of course, orange, purple, and then I have 4-inch purple, and I have this 4-inch green and black stripe. I found a spider out there, so we're gonna see about attaching a spider. I don't know how yet, but we're gonna make it work. Now, you guys that are watching, have you ever used a corner rail before? I haven't made one in a long time, so now is perfect. Just a cheap little Dollar Tree spider, okay? And then I had all these picks. This came out of one of the resupply boxes that I had. So these, black, purple, orange, white. I had some of these. I had some of that. So, where am I gonna put these? I'm just gonna set them over here too. Hi, Shelly. Let me get, there's already so much glitter. We finished those hats for the club, which if you're in club, it went out today. We finished those hats and there's literally glitter everywhere. It's crazy. Okay. Perfect. Oh, and then this. Some more orange. This is like a skinny, what is this? That's an inch. Oh, let's see. Oh, 7/8. And then some orange and black. So what I do, you can see the corner rail. I'm having Richard cut me another one. I'm probably gonna do something behind me where I can hang it up to show you. I picture like a place. So in my house, we took the doors off of we had double doors in our office now where we have our computers at home, and we took the doors off so I don't have a door that swings out or anything. This would be perfect on the corner, especially we usually only decorate like the front room and the kitchen, so this would be perfect, kind of highlighting the corners of the double doorway. Okay, so what I do is I'll put one here, here, and here. Now this corner one, you can put one right in the corner, but let me see, I'm gonna change it up because this is a 16-inch. I'm gonna do like this. I'm gonna put 4 across right here because I haven't done this in quite a while, and then I'm gonna use the corner as 1. Okay, so this one here, and then go in like 4 inches, and then another 4 inches, and then this one I'm gonna go through the holes right here at an angle, and that's going to be the corner one. Because I'm going to use the 21-inch mesh and go as a poof, so it's going to fit perfect. So go on the end. Come on. My hand is shaking. I don't know why. The glitter is everywhere. Literally. Now, I don't usually measure. I just eyeball it. Once you get all the stuff on there, it really comes together. Now, unless you're like really putting it like right here, well, then that's too big of a gap, but just doesn't have to be right on the money. Okay. We have other things to worry about. Like this, okay? And this is what the back looks like. Now, it's messy because I sprayed it quickly. Okay. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Henrietta. Linda, I'm never prepared. So you'll see the two ends right here, and then about 4 inches in, about 4 inches, and then right here in the corner, okay? Now, the same way I do a poof on just a straight rail, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna start the same way. So I'm hoping I have enough. I kind of eyeballed the roll. I'm like, we're gonna chance it. So I take the mesh like this, roll it over, so it's like this. So you have 2 layers right here. In my thumb and my finger, I have 2 layers, and it's about 4 to 5 inches. I want that overlap, and I'm gonna gather this right down the line. Now, 21-inch mesh, it's gonna be thick because it's not 10-inch mesh, right? So you're gonna have this poof. I love this because there's no frayed edges. It's tucked in under here. You don't see anything, right? See that? And you're gonna start over here. I'm right-handed, so I'm pulling this way. If you do your mesh on this side, just adjust. So I'm right-handed, I wanna start here and go this way because I like my mesh on that side. So right where I gathered, you wanna make sure that's in the tie, so that bottom part where the fray is actually tucked under, and you're making it tight right here in the tie. And then you have this poof that's like this. Look at that. Isn't that nice? So now I want to make sure, if I were doing a 20-inch rail, it would be really big. I would probably do 10-inch poofs. I'm going to do 8 inches just to keep it not too big. So I'm lining up this tie right here on my board, my mat, so I can see, and I'm going out to the 8 inches, and I'm just doing a gather. So here's my 8 inches, and then I'm going to come back to this tie and secure it in there, and then open this up. Just want to make sure that this mesh isn't too poofy, like smashed together. You want it nice and open. Look at how cute that is. This is looking so cute already. Oh my gosh. Now, if you didn't want to do 21-inch mesh, you didn't want to do the poof, you can still do the ruffles. I would say do whatever you want, okay? If you don't have 21-inch mesh, then don't use it. Something is tickling my face. Twist it off, come back to the poof. I'm looking for the edge of both of them, and this, I'm just opening up like that. Look at how great that's looking. Loving it. And you're just gonna keep going all the way down to, I gotta put on an even number because then I'm like, what am I doing here? I know, I'm weird. But I did bring out 10-inch mesh to add more to the poofs here for coverage. So this one was a little bit smaller. I'm okay with that. All I'm gonna do is rotate this and keep going, okay? So just line this up on a number somewhere, right there. You can add, if you have a sign, let's say you had a Happy Halloween sign or whatever, you can add a sign to this. What I like to do is put the sign in the corner, and then whatever angle, see, you're gonna see the corner here. That's why I have mesh to add on top of here. Or you can always do smaller loops this way and then come back and add more. I don't have that, excuse me, I don't have that much mesh, so I'm not gonna do that. What was I saying? You guys, I lost my train of thought already. Oh, I've already started designing other corner rails, so if you have any ideas, please throw them out to me. I can just tell you I'm doing lots of Christmas stuff, fall ones. I have fall leaves, fall pumpkins. I found some poinsettias that would look cute. Sunflowers. OMG, Becky. I am getting ready to design some cute corner rails for you guys. Oh, what was I saying about the sign? So if you have a sign that you want to add on here, I would attach it right here, and then you can put ribbon and ribbon tails, and then like a bow with hanging down here, and then you could do a bow on the bottom with longer tails, depending on how you're going to hang it. Just do the opposite. So if I was hanging this way, I would put the sign looking out, a bow with some kind of shorter tails and a bow with longer tails. Or if you're going to hang it this way, just sign, shorter bow, and longer bow. Okay. So now here we're at the end. What I like to do is get my gather here. Okay. This is going to go right here, but I have to do my starting point, which is that roll over here. So this is this. I need another 8 inches from here. So I'm going to kind of do this. So this out, I would say, let's say 9 inches. Just to be safe, we can always tuck the extra right in. So right here. Okay. It gets a little tricky, okay? Trust the process. I can see right here where I need to fold this over, so I'm just gonna take this and make sure that my end is past that line, so when I regather this, I have all of that edge in here, and you're not gonna see any of the fray, okay? So you see I'm kind of lining up the bottom piece with the top piece right along that edge there, just making sure all of the fray is in there. And then you're gonna have your poof and your ending piece. See how that works out? And then this goes in like this, okay? So I wanted to talk about my very first paint party that I went to. You guys, it was so long ago. It was before anybody was doing like door hangers and everything online. A friend of mine, our kids went to the same school. She had invited me to her house. It was gonna be a crafting party. And this, she sent a link out. You had to pick your project, and everybody had a different project. This lady showed up with like every single paint color, everything. She had everything. She was like a walking craft store, okay? And I had chose these blocks. They're like this. And because we had to do it ahead of time, she had the vinyl letters, but she showed you how to paint it, so you painted everything yourself. She had like old books that were like all torn up. She showed us how to cut pages out of the book and Mod Podge on there, kind of distress the edges and put the vinyl. It was so cute. That was my very first like paint craft party. I still have those books. I still have those blocks. I made 2 sets of 4. One that said cook for my kitchen, that went with my kitchen colors, and then one that says love that I have in my bedroom. So that was my first like crafting party. Look how cute this is. And see how, I wanted you to see how the edge, the end looks there. It's nice and put together because you're folding that over and the fray is in there, okay? Now, if you wanted to, you could paint the whole base black. I'm gonna take mesh and little remnant pieces and put it on here to fill in the gap here, oops, of this piece. So what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna do every other one, like purple, orange, purple, orange. So let's see, purple, orange, purple, orange, purple, orange, purple. So one more, I have 7 ties, I need one more purple. So if you've never done any type of craft party, paint party, wreath making party, they're a lot of fun, especially if you get with a good group of people. I had fun. So this virtual one, you guys don't even have to leave your house. I mean, I'm extroverted. I love people and things like that and going out and stuff, but I also love to be left alone in my house. Don't freaking bother me. You know what I mean? Me and my cousin were just talking, and we were both very like social and all of that when we were growing up. And now she's like, I just stay home and don't do anything, and I don't talk to anybody. I'm like, girl, me too. So we were just like, it's so funny how we could be so extroverted growing up, and now we're just like, I'm okay. You know what I mean? So if you love just staying home, you like to craft in your house, I think that this party would be so fun. Oh, I did an extra orange. Would be so fun because you're gonna get me and you're gonna get Shelly, and that's what we're doing. Anyways, you went to your first craft party in Vegas. Jewelry party, corner rail is different. Yes, hi Helen. Do some paisley. Okay, we'll have to see about that. So I'm gonna take this, and this is really thin. You know what? I have plenty. I think I'm gonna take both and do both, because I really want this to fill out. And add more. And if you guys join late and you have no idea what I'm talking about, I'm talking about Shelly and I are doing a paint party wreath making workshop, where this right here is the design we're going to learn how to paint and how to decorate. And the class is the 24th, so it's coming up in 2 weeks. You're going to get a supply list, so you know exactly what to purchase. Can't see what I'm doing. All I'm doing is rolling it over like this, and then I'm doing both at the same time. Little ruffle down the middle, like that. You're going to get a supply list. I wanted to get, for the wreath making part, I wanted to give options. So I think I'm going to do like different, not only online stores, but in-person stores, to give you ideas of where you can shop. Especially if you're a beginner, this is great for a beginner. Get your feet wet, jump in, do the things. You're going to have leftover mesh, you're going to have leftover ribbon, you're going to have leftover paint to make another project, and you could do it with you and a girlfriend, I think, too. I think that would be fun. Or boyfriend, significant other. Ooh, this is looking so cute, you guys. What do you put on the back of the metal signs to put wire through? I use mounting squares, or mine broke, but I had a jewelry punch, which actually goes through the metal, so you can add, like, you can just take wire. It looks like this, but mine's broken. Looks like this, and it goes through the metal. And then I have like this, this is 26 gauge, and I loop it through the metal sign, and then you can just poke the wire straight through the mesh and wrap it around on your base, and you won't even see it. You can hide it pretty well. But if you, a lot of people don't like doing don't like poking holes in their metal and doing that, so I would use mounting squares. And we're supposed to get our package today, actually. We ran out, and then I ordered some. They said they were delivered, and they weren't delivered, so I had to report it to Amazon, and instead of resending it to me, they said they would just refund it, and then I would have to reorder it. So that just added way too many days on top of what I needed. Oh, I'm out. Hey babe, are you right there? No, he is not. This orange is pretty frayed on the end. I'm just gonna leave it because I'm gonna be able to just hide it. I need one more orange. Unless I move this and put the orange and black in that corner. Maybe I'll do that. Look at this. Look at this. I think Shelly and I are we're gonna chat and do a live together to go over the group and the paint party, and I will post on the page when we do that, so make sure you follow my page so you're notified when that happens, because I don't want you to miss out. So the time is now. Sign up. I'm gonna move this. I'm gonna move this over here. Hi, Kim. Hi, Mom. I used to do Origami Owl. I still have like so many pieces of their jewelry. That was fun. I needed you, but now I don't.
No, sorry.
Okay, this is not. What? What? Okay, bye. That man distracts me so much. This is looking so cute, you guys. Look. Now, one more for this thing here. And then we're just going to start attaching some stuff. This is where you can add a little bit, you can add a lot. I think it depends on what you want to do and how you want to do it. Aside from like the picks and stuff, these are all pretty much stuff from my stash that were just laying around. So I didn't have to open any new rolls of mesh. Most of the ribbon is already used. I love the 50-inch rolls. So you see I use a lot of that. Now look how I was able to cover that. Let me hold this in a way. Let's see. How cute is that? Like if it was, let me see, if it was hanging up against the wall, that is really cute. With that spider web, and then we're gonna attach the spider like here. Ooh, I love that. How am I going to attach him? I'm gonna have to, let me try something. I'm going to glue his butt right there, and then that and that. Yeah. So if you have a spider, you're just gonna have to align it because this is, he is not solid on the booty. He is hollow underneath. I got it. Now I'm gonna go this way and hope for the best. Oh my gosh. There. Without him falling off, look how cute that is. Isn't that cute? Ooh, I love it. Oh, he moved a little bit. Don't move. I might have to wrap like wire around him or something. So we'll just give him a sec. Okay, so nine ties. But I want to make, I think I'm gonna make one big bow here in the corner and then just have it coming out this way. How is that? Let's see. Let me see how long I would need. Hang that down. Let's do some of that. And then the bow right there. So what is that? I'm gonna do that and then create a tail. Okay, got it. So I'm not gonna put any ribbon tails up here in the corner. I'm gonna save that for the bow. So then I need 6 tails. Okay, so what do we want to use for tails? We're gonna use this for the bow, this for the bow. I think this is good. It has a spider web on it. It's nice and Halloween-y. I want to get some black and white, and I think this is cute too. There's a lot of orange and purple, but let's see. Maybe 3 of those. 3 of those, and then the orange is really standing out. I think I'm going to do the purple. So this and that, this and that. Okay, so 3 of these and 3 of those. Let me move this out of the way. I'm hoping, let me see. He moved a little bit. Let me just add another little dab of glue right where his little booty is right there. So I'm putting this glue up on the wood, but it's also touching the plastic. Okay. And let's do, I think I'm gonna do 12-inch tails. Yep, 12-inch tails. Okay, so 3 purple. 1, 2, 3. And then we'll get that out of here. We'll use the other stuff. Where's my scissors? We'll use the other stuff for the bow. Thank you.
The opposite of
the opposite. So
this way.
No, bring it here because it's this way. I'm going this way, so I need you to have it this way. It doesn't matter because I'm gonna flip it anyways. Yeah. It's the same. We're so silly. What side do you want to paint it on? It's literally gonna be whatever side I do it, right? So if he paints it like this, all I have to do is turn it. That was ridiculous. We are ridiculous. Too funny. 1, 2, 3. And all I'm doing here, I'm not even cutting the ends. Just fold it over and cut off that folded part. Same thing here. Line this up. Make sure that other one is in there. Fold it over and cut it. I normally don't do that on like more layers because then it kind of folds crooked and then it gets to be ugly. Don't like it. Okay, so there's that. I'm gonna save the orange and the skinny orange and probably that orange stripe for the bow. I don't know, we shall see. the spider is hollow underneath, so it doesn't have a solid base to even stick to anything. So no matter what glue I'm using, he's got just a tiny bit of edge that he's hollow, so I just got to put on the edge of him. I'm sure there's better spiders out there. That was just something I had in my stash, and I know it came from the dollar store. So do you guys have any questions about the paint party for September? Or, let me tell you, is it because it's Halloween and you're waiting for the fall one? Because we kind of backed off with Halloween, and then all of a sudden we got a lot of requests from people. Oh, can you do this for Halloween? Can you do that? And I'm like, I thought we skipped over Halloween. We went straight to fall. So now we're back to doing more Halloween. So I'm confused. Which is easy to do. Thank you. Okay, so there's that. So let's do this. Can you still see it? 2 of these. I just fold it over, align the edges, bring it together, put this in the end here. I think I'm going to use that lime green tubing because I don't have any other lime green other than that bow, and I really want to use that bow. Or use that ribbon in the bow, the lime green and black. So this is a very full project. It's not the same 5 ties that I usually do on my other wreath rails. I think you can go all in or keep it simple. I'm thinking something for fall that you can add some raffia in there, or something with jute, beige, or burlap. What else? Okay, turning this a little bit. So skipping the corner, because that's going to be where the bow goes. I don't need tails. If you want to add your tails because you like to keep it, you know, the same, you could do that. I am not. Okay, tell me, who likes to decorate for Halloween? I know my mom does not decorate for Halloween. There's that. Let me open this up a little bit so you can see. That's what it's looking like. And he is kind of sticking. Let me see. Yeah, he's on there. He's definitely on there. Okay, I think he's okay right now. If he falls off, I'll just probably use something else. I don't know. We'll have to see. Let me get my tubing. You see how pretty this is? I did this nice. I kept it nice and even, and now I have to mess it up. Ooh, this is cute. Look at how that breaks that apart. Oh, I love it. Okay, so I need 6 of these. Let's see how much we can get out of here. I like to do, let's do 22 inches. Let's see if I can get 22 inches. Yep. So, this. I guesstimate because it's not really a big deal if it's even, in my opinion. once I put these on here, I'm not adding anything else. So if you had glitter balls, you could do that. I'm just gonna clip it off. Okay, and flip that down so it's hidden, and then just open these up. So it's gonna start to look like that. Nice and open, fun, okay? Tubing, pinch it, bring it together. This goes right here in your tie. I can't wait to show you how this is gonna hang. I think this is gonna come together so nice, and I don't see any of the base. Like, we did such a great job covering this. Now, I did have the 21-inch mesh was white foil, so it's okay. You don't have to use 21-inch mesh. And how I hang this is I will, if you don't like putting holes in your wall or you don't have anything like that, you want to do like command strips, I just use what's here. So you can put a command strip with the hook through here and on the end, and then it just hangs like that. This is really cute. Hi, Melody. I hope you got your package and my email. I sent you something to go with that other mix-up that we had, so I think it was just easier that way. Fun, 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 fun. Twist it. I'm pinching right at the base. Oops. I think this would be fun with like some, same for Halloween, skulls, and they have the chains. Or if you wanted to do ghosts and do like a black and white with a ghost on there, that would look cool. What else? There's candy corn. You could do orange and yellow and white for candy corn. Any other themed Halloween stuff? But this is really cute. Look at that. Yep, I'm gonna hang it like this. How fun is that? Hi, Linda. Thank you guys. So this is what, if you just hopped on, this is what it is. It's a new corner rail we made. I put a spider web on it. I painted the spider web black, and now we're just doing it. So make sure you share this so you can catch the replay. Watch from the beginning. I do a lot of chatting. You can just fast forward it. It's not a big deal. So there's the corner rail, and there's this wreath base with the spider web. I painted this one black as well. I want to get, Nancy said she has some glow in the dark paint, so we might do something with that too. Let me get my bow maker out. It's collecting dust down here. So this is what it's looking like. And see how nice this covered over here, that you don't see the base anymore? So it filled out perfect. Okay, I'm gonna do purple first. I'm putting 2 4-inch ribbons in here just because I want to. I'm gonna do smaller tails right here, and I think I'm gonna have something coming down. I'm gonna see. Let's see what we're gonna do. Let's do an 8-inch tail. And then, like a 6.5 inch loop here. Okay. There we go. And then I'm going to do the opposite with the green. So the same thing. Actually, I'm going to have it going. Do I want it like that? No, I don't. 'Cause I want the tails, because it's going to be in the corner. I want the tails to come out away. And that is more like a 7 inch. Hold on. I got to pull that. That's more like a 7 inch. There we go. So 8 inch tail, 6.5 inch loop. I'm going to do the same thing here. This is too thick. That's not 8 inches. Oh. This is cute. I'm going to do the same for the green. I'm just going to do opposite so you can see it above the purple. So if you've never used 4-inch ribbon, it is fabulous for bows. I love it. There's that. Hi, Pat. You could paint the spider webs gray and silver, yes. You know what would be cute though, too, is getting some actual spider web and putting it on there. I wonder, do they have spray that is glow in the dark? I don't think I've ever actually noticed that. Like when we go get spray paint, I don't think I've ever noticed that. Richard could pop on and tell me. This is, look, this is what I'm starting to go with here. Isn't that fun? Okay, there's that. Now let's do, so there's 4 inch and then it hops straight into 1.5 inch. I have no 2.5 inch here. Oops. So here's a recap. This is a 16 inch corner rail. If you don't like the spider web, we do have just regular corner rails, okay? I have 7 ties. I did 21 inch mesh with 8 inch poofs, okay? And what else? Then I did 10 inch mesh with, this got all twisted now. I did 10 inch mesh with purple and orange. Inch mesh cut at 10 inches. And I put 2 of those in each one to help hide the middle of that poof. I don't like the way that when you do a poof, you still see a bunch of stuff in the middle because there's no mesh covering it. So that, and then I think I want to put this in there. So I'm still doing an 8 inch tail. You've seen glow-in-the-dark spray paint at Walmart. Okay, perfect. So Walmart and Home Depot actually carry Rust-Oleum 2X paint that we love. So I'm gonna have to check it out next time I'm at Walmart because I don't remember ever seeing it. But I wasn't looking either, so there's always that. Let's do, I didn't use any of that. I don't care for that right now. I'm gonna do this right here. Just because it's so cute. Okay, pipe cleaner. This is so thick. If you like to use zip ties, that would probably help. But that's how it's coming. Rust-Oleum makes a glow-in-the-dark paint. Perfect. I'm on it. Because I want to do something with that spider web there. Okay, take this. It's going to go right here in the corner. Ooh, so cute. Okay, one thing I like to do is trim this off if I don't put tails there. We don't need it. This is going to go up here in the corner. I push straight through the mesh down to the base. Now this one is a little bit difficult because we have the white foil. Just got to find. These guys are speeding in our parking lot. It's just crazy. Okay, gotta find. This is my struggle. Okay, do you guys struggle? I have white foil mesh. I have my finger where I want the pipe cleaner to go. I just cannot feel the pipe cleaner. I think I poke it through and then it gets bent and then it's like, no, I'm not going that way. There. Woo! Look, that one came through. Holy moly. Now let me do it the other way. I can't be alone in this. You know what I mean? Like, come on. There. And I want it this way. So before I twist this off, I'm gonna stand it up. Let me see what it looks like on here. Oops, don't hit the spider. Okay, now I'm gonna twist it, and the same thing I do on the other stuff, just twist it, and then I'm gonna hide the ends, push it right back in the opening here, so it's tucked in with the mesh. Oh, see, I poked him and he came off. That glue's not gonna stay. Even his legs are hollow. I couldn't even put his legs on there. They wouldn't stick. I might have to do, oh now I'm dripping. I might have to do like wire around him and hide it. Or just make a wood spider and just glue him on that way. I had some, look, I got glue all over you guys. And I just vacuumed, so, oh well. Okay. Now this. Where's the other loop? There she is. All the cute tails down that way. Open this up. Isn't that cute? You know what? I do have those It's, I think it's right here. The very first, no, the second mastermind when my mother-in-law went with us. I did this one backwards. Someone was there promoting her son's invention, and I think she had given me one. I don't recall the name of it. Oops, that one got crooked. But it was something, I know there's a few different things out there. There's where you poke it through the grapevine to help with the ribbon or whatever you're putting in there. I don't do grapevine, so I've never used it. I don't know if it'll work here or not. You know. That was the wreath maker's life in Louisiana. Cut. This is really cute. I'm just gonna leave it like that. I could keep going on forever. Look. How cute. Let's get this, I wanna get this up on the wall. Will you be able to see me? Let's move him. Oops. Now, I used to have push pins that were like fat on the end. These little ones aren't gonna do me any justice. So I'm just gonna put that one back in there like that. We're gonna hope for the best. Oh, no. Oh, don't touch the spider. Go in the hole. It doesn't want to stay. So, Richard, how am I going to hang this, honey? Let me see if I have so much stuff in here, I never find the thing that I need. So, guess what we're going to do? We're going to make our own little hanger. I'm going to take a pipe cleaner and I'm going to loop it through here just to make a little hook, a little loop to hang it from, and I'm going to hang it off that thing right there. And then I'm going to do the other one over there so you guys can see what it looks like. This is not how I hang it, but I want to get this up so you can see it. Okay, let me get another one. Let me see if I have a, oh, yep, right there. And then this one, so let me loop this through. I think I should put some, either like a nail or a command strip on here to actually hold it up. So, we're gonna go, ooh, shoot. Don't fall, please. You guys, this is making me so nervous. Get in there. Oh my gosh. Whew. That made me sweat. Okay, let me take these off the wall so you can see. How cute is that? So adorable. I love it. Now, if you wanted to, I really wanted to take like the purple and go down. I don't think it's necessary. If you wanted to, you could. Don't put any tails on there and then just run some long like streamers on there. That would look cute. This is so fun. Let me take it off so you can see up close. I gotta get this spider. Let me see. He's stuck on there now. that's what it is. It's a spider web corner rail. New in the shop. If you're still decorating or making things for Halloween, this is a cute, fun piece. This could be, you know how my house is not this way, but when you walk up to someone's house, they have a big entryway. You could put like garland and things of that nature. This would be cute to like accent the corners. Instead of putting a garland, have two of these around the doorway. My entryway is too small for that. So. Okay, there's that. Repeat, here is our September class. It's brushesToBows.com / September, which is the September class. And you have two choices. Do you want to paint or do you want the printed so you don't paint? Shelly's going to teach you how to paint this. This is her design. And then I'm going to teach you how to do the bottom portion. Okay? So there's that. And do you guys have any questions? Make sure you follow my page because I'm going to get with Shelly. Her and I are going to chat this weekend, hopefully, and get a time set up next week so we can chat together and you can, like, get to know her. And, yeah. I think it's going to be fun, you guys. So sign up at brushesToBows.com / September. I'll put the link back in here. If you want the corner rail or the spider rail, those are also in, I don't know what happened to my link. It just disappeared. So let me grab it really quick and put it back in there. Oh, Brushes to Bows is linked there. And then here's for this stuff, okay? That's it, you guys. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. We have a busy weekend family-wise. Amelia's first football game is tomorrow. It's only supposed to be 82 in Las Vegas and 30% chance of rain. So I don't know what that looks like for us tomorrow. So we shall see. We went to practice. Parents got invited to football practice last night. We got to watch them. It's so fun to watch them. Boys are funny. Boys are funny, silly. It was fun to see the littles with the older. She's on the elementary team, so it's 3rd, 4th, and 5th. She's in 5th grade. And then they had the JV and varsity, and it's flag football. So JV and varsity, and then it's 6th, 7th, and 8th. So it was like from 3rd graders up to 8th graders, all the boys, and then my daughter on the field. So that is this weekend, and enjoy. Hi, Trina. Yes, Trina, watch the replay. It was so fun. This is what we made. I hope you enjoy it. Let me know if you guys want to try it, if you order one, and how it comes out. That's it. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.